Good morning and welcome to the Beecommercer Daily Buzz for Monday, October 13th, 2025. We are kicking off the week with a very controversial appointment at Meta that is sparking a fresh debate on AI safety.
That's right, Alex. And at the same time, a new analysis of the Google antitrust trial argues that everyone involved, from the lawyers to the press, might be focusing on the entirely wrong thing.
Let's start with the controversy at Meta. What's happening?
According to a report from The Guardian, Meta has appointed a right-wing influencer to its new AI advisory board. What makes this so controversial is that this individual has previously been a very vocal critic of the company and its policies.
So, what has the reaction been?
It sparked an immediate outcry. It raises serious questions about the real purpose of this advisory board. Is it for genuine safety guidance, or is it a political move? It puts Meta's entire strategy for content moderation in the AI era under the microscope.
So, while Meta is facing questions about its advisors, this new analysis you mentioned suggests we're asking the wrong questions about Google's power.
Exactly. A new high-level piece from AdExchanger makes a powerful argument. It contends that the entire focus of the Google antitrust trial on ad auction mechanics is missing the forest for the trees.
So, what is the forest, according to the author?
It's Google's massive, unassailable data advantage. The author argues that this, not the way its auctions work, is the true source of its power and will ultimately decide the fate of the open web. It's a compelling point that reframes the entire debate.
And this new reality is already being challenged by a wave of new competitors, isn't it?
It is. Underscoring this point, a new report highlights how AI-powered search engines like Perplexity are directly challenging Google's dominance. They are ushering in what the report calls a new era in digital marketing that is less reliant on Google's traditional search architecture.
Let's shift from the big picture to the product pipeline. Looking ahead, Meta seems to be planning its next move against YouTube.
That's right. A report from WebPro News suggests that Meta plans to launch a dedicated Instagram TV app for Reels, possibly in the second quarter of 2026. The idea would be to give Reels its own destination, much like IGTV was supposed to be, to build a more dedicated viewership and compete more directly with YouTube.
We also have a small technical update for advertisers and a new tool to watch.
Yes, a quick heads up that Google is changing how automatic conversion goals are set in its Ads API, which will impact automated campaign setups. And the tool to watch is a platform called Rocked, which specializes in optimizing the e-commerce transaction moment and the post-purchase experience.
So for our listeners, let's turn to the SEO playbook. This week feels like a mix of future-proofing and mastering the fundamentals.
It really is. First, a new guide from North 40 News provides a blueprint for optimizing your content for voice search, a critical strategy for the era of smart assistants. On the other hand, for those needing a refresher, Practical E-commerce has a great new guide explaining the fundamentals of the Meta Ads pixel and conversion tracking.
And finally, a new report on a cornerstone of SEO.
Yes, SEO firm LinkDaddy has a new report on backlink strategy, which remains one of the most critical factors for improving your page one Google rankings.
A great mix of topics. Then what's the final buzz to start our week?
The week begins with these really tough high-level questions. Who is advising the AI gatekeepers like Meta? And what is the true source of their power, as we're debating with Google?
But for marketers on the ground, the work remains the same.
Exactly. As new competitors and technologies challenge the old guard, the playbook expands. It's now a dual focus. You have to prepare your brand for a future dominated by voice and AI search, while never neglecting the fundamentals of tracking, links, and solid content that have always mattered.
A perfect summary. That's all for today's Beecommerce Daily Buzz.